Welcome to Claiming Space, the podcast. I'm Gail Austin, an advocate for caregivers, a dreamer, an iPhone photographer, and a self-confessed museum lover. Oh, and I'm the mother of 2 adult children, one who is disabled, and I am her caregiver. As a caregiver, it took me some time to learn how to carve out space for me and to be okay with claiming my space. But once I did, this simple step allowed me to stay fueled, fulfilled, and replenished. Each week, I will share my stories, my journey, and ways I stay inspired as a caregiver. Join me for connections, special guests, and inspiration. Hi, and welcome to episode 4. What happens when you break up with a friend? Is it dramatic? Blocking the person on your phone and social apps? Tearing up cards and throwing away gifts? Or is it the ultimate exercise in ghosting? You just stop talking one day? No reach outs, no future contact. But what happens when you just let it slip away? Not from malice or hurt feelings, but because other things required your presence more. That's what happened with my best friend. Books. I know you're thinking, she has lost it. But hear me out. I think we all may have had a favorite activity that we just stopped doing because other things had our full attention. That's what happened to me in reading. I was one of those readers. I read daily. I always had a book with me. For a few years, I was averaging 23 to 26 books a year. I slowed down to about 12 books a year, and then it was 6. And I hate to admit what it is now. Not pretty, folks. It's not pretty. I will confess, too much TV and streaming series pulled me away. The books still called, and I still bought more books. For those books I read and finished and were still in good shape, and I didn't want to keep in my library, they still deserved a good home. So I donated them to the local library for someone else to enjoy. I also, like many of us, have digital copies of books, specifically for when I travel. Because, like I said, I need a book with me at all times. But, a digital book, it's not the same as a physical book. I still love the weight of a book in my hand. It's almost as if by holding it, it brings me closer to the story and its revelations. Oh, sweet story, how you make me want to look ahead. But I hold myself back and I wait for the reveal. Over the last year or so, I've been focusing on committing to reading more. It's almost as if I had to learn how to enjoy reading again. It may take a while to get back to 23 books a year. I'm trying for 12 this year, so fingers crossed. And I guess you guys wonder, what type of books call me? I love a good biography, a mystery, fiction, history, poetry. I have art books stacked in my living room, from architecture to fashion to artists not recognized during their lifetime and only celebrated after they were gone. Books on how to draw, how to write, how to live your best life. And some books were gifts from people friends who know me and know books are my first friends. Each one found their way to me during different moments of my life. I could have been feeling a kind of way, or I just discovered there was more to the subject's story and I wanted to learn everything. Everything. Or I was just determined to read every book the author wrote. Curiosity or obsession? I don't know. So I guess I never really broke up with my best friend. I was just collecting more. I found this Japanese term on Instagram, and it sums up my love of books completely. Sanduku refers to the act of collecting books and letting them accumulate, not as a result of neglect, but rather as a source of joy and anticipation, knowing that they hold untold stories waiting to be discovered. What activity did you love that you let slip away and is calling you now. I encourage you to answer the call. Thank you for listening to this episode, and please share this link with your friends. Rate the podcast and follow me on Instagram. And coming soon, very, very soon, we will have the Claiming Space community on Patreon. The Claiming Space movement is here to support and provide a safe community where caregivers are acknowledged and seen. Enjoy the rest of your day.